together for one mission.
At this moment, we're going to welcome all.
Very powerful message. It was so powerful. And now I used to say always, it's very good when we see ladies, me personally, when I see a lady standing here, it encourages me a lot. I would like to be known. We're the majority always on stage, but it's good when we see ladies also come and talk. So may God bless you for this strong message. Never give up. Never. This topic is very strong. Never give up. People give up a lot, but you don't have to give up. Know what is your goal and stuck on it until the end. So, thank you everyone for coming. I was so happy to see that people start respecting time. And it's at Talata or Nusu Arbain, people were here. Before exactly we start the program. Let the spirit continue. Let it not stop forever. So, immediately we're going to our discussion. This kind of discussion is not a discussion to discuss for nothing. We discuss for a reason. We discuss to learn. We discuss to add something in our knowledge. We discuss so we can know how to speak. I've taken as a matter of fact, you watched the discussion and you can have a matter of fact in social media. It was so powerful. People were here giving their thoughts, giving their ideas, how things can work. So we don't want to bring the past discussion, we're talking about today's discussion. It's a question which you ask yourself, am I the one or I have to be the one? The question is it okay to be depending on someone or to be independent? This question is very big, but it seems to be very small. How to be depending on someone and how to be independent. It has a very huge way of defining it. But here we're just going to talk of these two things. If you are depending on someone, then you come and tell us what are the good things that you feel when you depend on someone. Or if you are independent, you will still come and tell us what is the good thing that you feel when you are independent. And if you are in both, you depend on someone and you want to be dependent, you still have to come and tell us how it can be. How can you do it? So the question is very simple. Another thing I would say, I'm not sure I put that one again, because I know if I say it, he will be the first to come in front. But now I know Brother Ragabi is here, and then I'm seeing Kabas. Kabas is here, and then Brother Fawad and the rest. The stage is open for all of us, babe and not. You have to come in front and tell us about what you understand. When we talk about, is it okay to be depending on someone or to be independent? Let me hear from you guys. So the stage is open for everyone. Let's clap for her. President, she's coming to give us the stage. Go.
Praise the Lord. Good evening, members. How are you all? Okay, so as you can see, our topic is saying, is it okay to be depending on someone or to be independent? So, as for me, I'm depending on someone, but I want to be independent. Here it says, to be depending on someone, it explains a lot of things. For example, like as children, we're depending on our parents, right? They provide us shelter, food to eat, they pay our school fees. That's mean we're depending on them. But as you personally, what do you want to be? You want to be independent, because in future you also have kids. You take them to school. They will not just be dependent on you. You teach them. You're not be depending on your parents. Because once you grow up, you get married, you make your own money. That's why it's very important. They always tell you work hard at school. Bring a good certificate. Let it be clean. Because once you're educated, you can get a job anywhere. You depend on yourself. You pay your house rent. You get shelter. You eat anything you want. So you live life the way you want. But as has to do with young children. Yeah, we might be big, but to our parents, right, we are still young, they will still call us young children. Because even though you're 30 or 40, but you're still staying with your parents, they'll be like, you're still young. So, anything if you want, you can ask. I don't have much to say about this topic because I'm depending on someone right now, but I want to be independent. So I'll encourage you all. It's good to be independent. So work hard for your papers, be educated, build your mind, build yourself, and be independent. So I would like to stop here. That's all my opinion.
It's good. Don't feel shy to say that you're depending on someone. It's okay. Don't see and digging an inner if you're depending on someone, then it's a problem. No, it's okay. Some people are having sponsors. You are depending on the sponsor. You understand? Some people, they are still having parents who are sponsoring them for their school. It's not bad because you are not yet independent. But as Christine said, she's depending on someone, but she wants to be independent. For you to become independent, there is a process to do. So, I don't want to comment on that much, but I'm still giving space. Come and tell us, which level are you here? If you're depending on someone, are you still enjoying depending on someone or being independent? And if you want to be independent, what is your advice to yourself and to others? What are the good things that you get in being independent, and what are you trying to pass to other people? So the stage is open for the second person.
This young, it's actually a different age. There's age that you can be independent, and there's age that you can be independent, or you can stand strong, still young. Let me tell me my example. I was independent, like since I left my high school, I left the city, stayed to the capital city, living alone, struggling to the life settle. So there's a moment that you can be depending on someone, but I cannot depend on someone with all my heart. I might do these things for love more. Like, I'm not talking about financial issues or anything. If this thing for love now, you'll be struggling how to start. But if you were just from your mind, like, I'm independent by myself, if you were not independent, you wouldn't leave your country and come here to stay alone. Because they believe in you, you can do it by yourself. Yeah. So there's a moment that you can be depending on someone, and there's a moment. But don't always be positive on that side. Like if problem happens to you now, like currently here, be like, well, I'm not going to break and I get home of us. So when you stand strong, like, I'm not going to get but I cannot go on guide you with the layer. So it's good to be independent. Start from now. Don't be like, tomorrow, next tomorrow, I'll be. For me, I don't plan on future. Future goes day by day. So the day you live, or the day you start here, just live by yourself. I need to be independent. Start the process by today. Because you don't know anything can happen. So you have to stand strong. Being independent means that you're strong. So thank you. That's all I have to say.
You're right. Because, you know, we are here in Uganda, but many people, they don't know why they're here. Yani, you are here being sponsored by your family, and you're still thinking of being sponsored by your family. When you finish, you go back, which is not the right thing. There is a level that your parents, they've been taking care of you, and they were making you grow up. They pay your high school, your nursery school, Jaffe senior. They are the one paying you were depending on them, and then reaching the level of university, you're still depending on them. It's not bad. All of us were coming on that stage. But when you reach a certain age, your parents, they will not have that courage again to be supporting you. You have to reach Amize Ahramat pyramids. You know, the pyramids like this. We came from here by the support of our parents until we reach the university up here. Pyramid goes down. Going down from here is not your parents anymore. It's now you. Going down, it has a disadvantage and advantage. You understand? It's either from the top, you decide to go down, that is you being independent, or you still decide to go back to be depending on your parents. That's what is happening now. Many people, they don't understand that. They finish university, but they're still waiting for their parents to send them money. And it is a level of you now to start supporting your parents. Your parents, they have done already 50% of their support to you. They are waiting for you to complete the remaining 50%. But you are here waiting for your parents to complete for you the 50%. That's why if you see social media, we show for people are racing, they want to run. Few hit, their parents, they are pulling him. And few times one hit their parents, they're in the car. Those are the rich people. The parents, they're in the car, because when you're running, you're on the top of the car, for sure you'll be the first to reach. But those people who are running from the feet, it's very hard for them to reach where they want to go. So those people, generally Abu, Masgil Minwara, Bekura, they were having difficulties to reach where they want to go. But those people who are rich, the parents, they're supporting their children with the car instead of putting them on the feet, but they're using the car to make them rich. This is the problem. Don't be a child who is being used by parents to build your future. Always try to find yourself by yourself. Many people nowadays, they got life better because they struggled. But many of them, they are getting money in a very easy way from their parents, and they are building houses, they are making businesses, but using the money of their parents, but they are not building themselves. One day when those parents will not be there, they will end their life. I know you have many examples. Internationally, Abu Hatum, Mahatum, they support them to reach where they are. But when those parents, they are not there anymore, things go down. They don't have creativity, they don't have idea of doing things because they've been depending on their parents. So the best thing for you is to be depending on yourself. Know how to make money from now, as he said. Know how to build yourself from now. Know how to look for the wife from now. Don't let your parents also to look for your wives. Don't let your parents look for your husbands. That is being depending on your parents. In your level, you still want your parents to look for your wife. You want your parents to look for your husband. So what are you saying here? Is your father and your mom the one going to stay with your wife or with your husband? No, it is you. So try to show this characteristic of being dependent on yourself. So I want to give you space. I think now you understand what I mean. Tell us now, are you still depending on someone or you are independent? Or if you are still depending on someone, what are you trying to do for yourself to become independent? The stage is open.
Yeah, أنا مبسوط عشان أكون معكم وأشارك كمان اللي أنا عندي في راسي. وأنا أقول إنه في عمر أنا في وسيلة independent. Hallelujah. I'm struggling. Okay? So أنا بس أدي بعض الحاجات as my view according to our topic. Human nature. طبيعة البشر كده الإنسان ما بيهمه somebody will come and control him or her. ده طبيعي الإنسان عشان كده بتلقى في تمر في rebellion حتى في المستوى الرجال الصغير. طب تقول له ما تعمل كده وبيعمل. Why? Because there's something inside. وده يعمل يعني إنه طبيعة ده إنه I want to be independent. So ده طبيعة البشر. For me now I'm independent. Then when we come to إنه ما في زول عايش في island. Nobody lives in island. هنا كلنا دايرين ناس. Okay? هنا دايرين ناس. لكن كلام المهم إنه أبوك زمان يمسك مسؤولية بتاعك. That one is not like you are dependent on. No, it is their responsibility. ده مهمة بتاعك. هم جابوك في الدنيا ده شغل بتاعك. عشان كده الناس ما يلي يال ساكت. ناس ما يلي يال ساكت. جانا ده اللي تجيبته في الدنيا ده مسؤولية بتاعك. لحد ما يصل في مستوى تشنو. The responsibility ويمرق من بيتك. That's why we see the families that ما بيجي العوض. Because our fathers are not trained in يا ما بيجيبون ساكت. يا وتعني بابا النهار أساكر بدون الناس. أمين. Hallelujah. So it is very important. The other thing is, because for me now I'm struggling, I'm independent. You see, the person who feed you is only the big head. Diamond dictate on you, control you. It's only the big head that they are control. And we love this again, control. We have seen that in relationships. In relationship, when you are depending on a guy, or maybe that girl, always, okay? Tapi itu kita solution. A diamond it depend on so I'm like I get greater than you feel like why am I in this relationship? You have no option. Why? Because you are depending on that person. So then that I get a mark is when you depend on somebody, okay? So I get a because that is experience I get a too. And when you depend on somebody, you are depending on their mood. You know, mood without one question. Have you seen that? Yeah. Sometimes you even as bad, but that is responsibility. Again, it got taken as well. You don't mood without because you are not independent emotionally. You are not independent spiritually. Tafinas Danima independent spiritually. I understand, there's a partner prayer and all this stuff, but also you need to be independent. Allah ka bitak maro na mai kuma maguru. No nazil ma fi khalas salawat wa umuri. You need to be independent, okay? So let us not depend on the mood of people. I've seen that. Then the last thing, anybody follows the last time. When you depend on somebody, like for me now, without a salary. You see, issue the salary is only the Gurush sharp. That would be a better time. I'm what for you see, you wait for a person, lay shall come, when a garden shall sit up, lay near the shall sit, I shall defeat them. Janagayan, the Mushkila, Umari, because you are dependent on that thing. That's why you are going through all these things. So it is better for you. In the Gurusha, whatever is all big, I'm going to design in Gurusha. Naskari Allah, Mustafa, as before, and said, you know, we say, this Salawat, and it tell guy who result to Sunday, Salawat without no dairy. Yes, we pray that prayer. Now, that's not level around a day, okay? Salawat without the side does move. Now I'm not sure. I can't even listen what, but anyway, that be shit zaman, okay? So Modota salary there is do budia beterigatana. Shakira being independent is better. Is better. Not better, but is they are the best. Yes, the best. You have seen that, sir? Then the last thing, you see, to be independent, or maybe like to depend on somebody, that means you did not discover your purpose. Nas and tackle finance for umur kabir. No one finance the go to because that person did not discover the purpose why he is alive. Now you discover purpose without why you are on earth. And by the way, when you discover your purpose, then you will know that there's people who are depending on you also. Sir? So when you see like this is where I'm supposed to go, this is what I'm supposed to do. Then you will realize that shoulder it was after that never must have to for that matter and magari kalam shy is not bad, okay? You know we can shy I was and most of the fatat matter it are come up for it at was and magaro you employ them. So being independent doesn't mean you have discovered what your purpose. You pursue it, you run after it. Okay? So this is what I want to say. Let us be independent. Me, but it is advice. You want to be, it's okay. If you want to be dependent, like to depend on somebody, it's yours. Okay?
Yeah, and be sure that our God, you must have something in your brain that you want to fulfill. That thing will make you to be independent one day. You know why our parents they ignore us sometimes? But let me just make use of him. Because he's not seeing anything fruitful from you. You are not proving him something like you can do it. That's why we have to be sometimes like to prove our parents. When my mom sees me, Arbeno, Paul Lafelan is responsible. If I'm not home, I'm in peace. He can take care of the house. He's independent. He's not depending on me. He's independent. If I left the house, he can do it. Let your parents feel like that. Banat, is that banat? I beg you. Let your parents feel like Sana Banat in Kampala, Jegro. They are coming back really. We are proud of them. From Kampala, we're seeing the results. Fi Banat started business here. I know. They started small business here in Uganda. And I always encourage these kind of ladies. I've met several times, different ladies, and I encourage them. The small money that you receive from your parents, finance get to Gurushta Jama. Yeah, they will send him, for example, or her $1,000. He's supposed to pay exactly $1,000, who pays paid for $1,000, and then the $500 chilling. Instead of chilling, make business. Why are they chilling? Because they're still depending on their parents. They know that my dad, my mom will still send. If I lie to my parents, like my money got stolen or my money is done, they will send another one. You are making your parents who are sponsoring you suffer, and you yourself, you're making yourself suffer tomorrow. Because the money that they're sending you, if you kept it for a business, for example, finance, I'm so much proud of you guys, by the way. I will pull it to all of you. Ladies who are doing business online, I'm so much happy. I'll go to a profile of someone, status, the shoes, bags. I'm so much happy. Which means they have used their brain. They want to be independent. The money that their parents are sending them, they don't want to spend it just in enjoyment. They want to put it in business. Go to town, you buy something in 30,000, you sell it in Juba, maybe, I don't know how much, double the price. You understand? You get money.
ما عشان هو قاعد يعمل بزنس معناته انه هو قاعد يستثمر في حياته. في ناس كتار احنا بنعرفهم انه هم قاعدين يعملوا بزنس لكن لسه برغم انه هو قاعد يعمل البزنس بتاعه انا ما بعرف الرؤيه بتاعه للبزنس بتاعه ده كم سنه او كم شهر ولا ممكن بعد ما يخلص الجامعه عشان يكون مستغل. لكن هو قاعد يعمل البزنس ده لفتره مؤقته بس. عشان انا كان قاعد هنا انا مثلا ممكن البي بو احتياجاتي احتياجات سطحيه، قدر نلبس وقدر ناكل وقدر نمشي مطعم وقدر نغير تليفوني. اوكي المداخله بتاعتي ما نقدر تضحك بيتي يا في حاجات زي قاعد يحصل ولا لا؟ في ناس لسه قاعدين يعملوا بزنس لكن لسه نحن ما شفنا المسؤوليه بتاعت البزنس فيه، لسه ما شفنا انه زول ده يتحرر يعني حر في حد ذاته. كان ناس بيت ما يرسل قروش ايجار ممكن يقول انه انا بدفع ويقول للناس بيتهم انه انت لما تيجي ترسل قروش انا بخط في برنامج 1 2 3. البزنس اللي احنا بنعمله او الحريه اللي احنا بنلقاه كاشخاص ما عشان يكون ضغط. جبالك باوات الطلب لحاجات كثير ذاته مفترض نعمل نقطه وسطر جديد من الموضوع يتقفل. لانه احنا لما نجي للحريه بنشوفه اجتماعيا، بنشوفه ذاته شخصيا، بنشوفه ماديا. عشان انت تكون حر ده ما حاجه سهله. ما ممكن انت تكون حر في ماديات، انت ممكن تكون مكتفي عملت بيزنس اتحررت من شده، لكن لسه انت ممكن تكون روحيا قاعد تتكل لزول ثاني، صلوات، برامجات، انت قوه هنا، لكن في جانب ثاني انت بجاي كويس. الحاجه اللي انا دايما اقول شنو؟ انه عشان انك انت تكون حر في حد ذاتك، عشان يقول انه الفواد حر، لازم انه على الاقل يشوفوا 3/4 يعني 3/4 بتاع الفواد ده ماشي كويس، اجتماعيا قاعد يوفر ذاته، روحيا زول ده مليان، كان قلنا له تحت اي لحظه تعال غوتنا في صلوات بيغوتنا على حسب الطريقه ده. ذاته اجتماعيا او دراسيا، في زول ذاته حر دراسيا ذاته وانا بشوف انه هو ممتاز. فالحاجه اللي انا داير اقول انه انت لو ما اكتشفت ذاتك انت ما بتكون حر، يعني بشوفوك مجمدل هنا في النص. انت لازم تكتشف انك انت منو، لانك لو انت عرفت انك انت منو بعد كده بتكون عندك خطوط. مسؤوليات دي حاجه ثانيه، انا حتى بضرب لكم مثل بنفسي، مسؤوليات حاجه ثانيه. مع اني هسه كبار لسه قاعدين في المسؤوليات بتاعت ناس البيت، وده من حقك، ما عنده علاقه بالحريه بتاعتك. لكن في مسؤوليات وفي حريه. الحريه ده اللي احنا قاعدين نتكلم فيه، تكون مستغل يعني كده كائن بحد ذاتك. فانا قاعد اقول انه عشان انك انت تكون حر في حد ذاتك لازم تكتشف انك انت منو، انت داير شنو. شغل يا اخي ما بحدد الحريه بتاعتك، انت ممكن تكون شغال راكب عربيه لكن لسه انت ما حر. ليه؟ لانه لسه مخك شغال في حاجات ثانيه جوا هناك. الزول الحر ده احنا بننظر ولا الزول المكتفي اللي عرف انه هو بجي في محل ده بعرف بأدي واجب هنا في وسط بتاعت شباب او شاب وبمشي. بعرف نفسه في بيت ممكن يرسلوك 10 مرات، لكن ما معناته انك انت ما هو. عندنا ناس هنا في الكنيسه معروفين، انت ممكن ترسل جبلاويه هسه بمشي وبجي، لكن ما معناته انه هو ما هو بحر، لكن قاعد يؤدي واجب بتاعه. انا اخوي قافي رسلني لمهمه معينه عشان احنا كمان اخوان في المسيح، هو ما بقدر بأدي واجب ده، لكن انا كمريم انا بأدي واجب ده. انت ذاتك لو ما حره ما بتترسل، كرسلوك مرتين ثلاثه مرات تتزعل بتقول ليه جاي تعبني، لكن لما انت تكون حر ذاتك بتكتشف انه قافي عشان هو ما بقدر بعمل الحاجه ده بدي له. احنا كشباب خلينا نكتشف انه عشان انك انت تكون مستغل ما في ناحيه ان الناس بتقول ما دفعوا لك قروش، في ناس كتار قاعدين ياكلوا هنا بقروشهم، لكن هم لسه ما بيبقوا احرار في حد ذاتهم. في شيطان لسه مربطين في الدنيا، مربطين تلقيهم في كنيسه برا كده، حياته كله جاي. عشان انك انت تكون اندبندنت خدته في هيكل كامل. هنا انا اندبندنت صح، هنا انا اندبندنت صح، هنا انا لسه ماما لازم اعدي نفسي. فبالنسبه للشغل ده حاجات ثانيه، لانه انا قبل كده اختبرت اشتغلتها لكن برضه ما بقيت اندبندنت، اشتغلت وعندي قروش لكن ما هو. عرفت كيف؟ عشان كده لازم تميز انه 200 تكون عندك قروش وتطور، 200 انه انت بيحترموك في المجتمع عشان انه الزول ده مخه ناجح، الزول ده هو بعرف انه انا بيرفكت. ما اعرف اقول لكم شيء لكن في كثير.
Okay, also it's part of independent. Okay, I'm depending on my parents now because of competition, right? طبعا أنا قاعد music, right? The thing like I'm more interested in music, right? I lost my way from school after they don't know that if I graduate, I'm still being employed. Don't about it. Anything happens to me, I don't have insurance. I'll be suffering. That's why I take music and I quit by that time. So I went to 1 year without doing music. When I started learning music, reading books about music, I just realized that much that I'm giving to people, I can benefit from it. Imagine if I become a YouTuber of music, get 1,000, okay, let me say 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 views hours. I'll be independent and free by that time. No one will tell me this and this because I'll get paid from my content, I'll be paid from my music. Also, our parents, they're converting us into something that we don't. I'm عارفين انت لو تريد بعدين character شغل لا بيجي حياتك. So that's the message. If you will be free from everything that you have, free. So you discover your talent, discover what you're good at, business, anything. So that's for me personally what I discovered is music. I can get on the stage, I can get not because of money, but being freedom, buy your freedom. That's the ticket. And if I'm defending, they're converting me and I will not be free again. So that's life.
وصعب جدا انه تفصل الاعتماد النفسي وتعتمد بالاخر. انا في رايي انا الاثنين ماشيين لبعض، ما بتقدر انه تفصلهم. في نفس الوقت ما بتقدر انه يعني تتخذ واحد براه كده، لانه في جزئيات بتحتاج انت تكون مستقل فيه، وفي جزئيات بتحتاج انه تكون تعتمد على الاخرين. لو جيت مسكت في الجانب الاجتماعي ممكن الناس يتكلموا فيه كثير هنا. الجانب الاجتماعي هو الموضوع بتاع المرحله الدراسيه، الزول بعد يتخرج دي في الجزئيه ده. نعم احنا بنقول انت تعتمد على نفسك بعد ما تخلص عشان تقدر، وما تنسى برضه بعد ما تعتمد لنفسك انت ما حتكون معتمد لنفسك فقط، لكن في ناس برضه زي في فتره انت كنت معتمد لناس، في فتره هنا حتكون برضه في ناس حيعتمدوا عليك وفي ناس حتشيل في الجانب ده. اما من ناحيه ده من الناحيه الاجتماعيه، من الناحيه الروحيه في الجزئيه دي نحن محتاجين كلنا بعض بصفه خاصه في الناحيه الروحيه، لانه ما بتقدر الان هذا هو الرئيس كان قلنا تعال صلي براك، فعلا ممكن يكون بيجي بيقضي وقت في صلاه، لكن ما بكون زي لما نحن نجمع. حتى الكتاب المقدس يتكلم فيه انه الكنيسه بتجمع كجماعه المؤمنين. بعدك في زميلين او اختي ثاني بيتكلم بيدي الوعظ، انا ممكن اتاثر في الكلمه اللي هو قاله، انا اسمع الجزيره ما كنت دي حاجات. اما من الناحيه الفكريه في الراي انا الشخصي محتاج انك تكون مستقل. ده من ناحيه فكريه، لانه انت لازم تكون مستقل فكريا، ما تعتمد الناس، تكون مستقل فكريا، تعرف تفكر كيف، لانه في كل صغير وكبير انت لازم تفكر، لانه ما كل لحظه يعني الناس دايرين يفكروا ليك ودايرين يخططوا ليك عشان انت تقدر تعمل حاجه كويسه. دي ممكن يكون الجزئيه البسيطه اللي ممكن نكشفها.
شكرا.
بس انا شايف كمان ممكن في حاجات تانية كتير ناس منشو، بس انا كمان نفسي حاجه like انا اللي بقول في ناحيه be independent like it again depends zone في تجي depend zone تجي depend family وفيها كمان بنفسك. انا دايما في ناحيه تكون مثلا تجي depend كان انا في كتاب مقدس مية وتمانية خمسة لو جاء كان يقول قال في كل مشاكل تاعي قال لي انا جيت كل شو انا جيت اسم ترى هو بيأنسى that's me Bible كمان كتير لنا شو كأننا ما تيجي let me give example with us ladies sometimes أنا بكون يوم حبيب وأنا جيت بنت كتير حبيبي like أنا ده بروش لازم شو حبيبي يا أبو ديلان أنا ده بيو حاجة أنا بدون تليفون حبيبي أنا ودي أما كل شنو لزول يعني ده يا محل أنا بدي بفوق كيش زول ده كان بكرة ما في ده في نهاية تيجي تبين زول سيب أنت كده سيب تفهم تيجي تبين زول حبيبي بكرة كان ما في ده يا سما تيجي تقول بنا شنو بنا ده كان في شهر إذا كان أسمع قاعد تدري وده ما بدر بيو إذا ما بدر مو في النفس ده بنا كين قال let me try this tadi bada hibu sambala عشان تدري بروش tadi hibu ده tadi hibu ده إذا بدا فيك سنة سنين بروش tadi بدا فيك سنجان يا الله هني كانوا بيجي كذا شو كذا ده عشان كمان كده بود different سنة kita ما يعني kita ما كده فكر ده حاجة تانية بيساعد kita بيجيبوا لنا حاجة بعد كده كده شنو أولاد بعد برضو لنا أولاد أنا كان depend كتير كان أنا جا في ناحية الكنيسة في كنيسة إذا كان depend كان أنا depend على ما رئيس كان رئيس ما في كيف ما جمع برا كان رئيس ما في حاجة بعمل نفسها كويس إذا depend الرئيس so كان رئيس ما في إذا كمان بيدسافير أنت بود ممكن تبريج ورا من الكنيسة friend دائما سنة نتيجة فيولا يعني كان فيولا ما في الكنيسة أنا ما باكي كان هزيران مفروض مثلا في تراني فوكي أنا بقول الزول تاعي المهم شغل أنا إني حاجة الناس المسؤولين أو بيكونوا يعني أو بيتكي أو بيكونوا أما تقولوا لزول تاني كان زول ده ما في خد مدانة لده ما برافيس نعم بوصل في مكان هذا ما بقول كل ناس كني شنطة شنو مركب الناس لازم بيعملوا أما تعرفنا عشان depend الزول كان زول ده ما في حاجة برافيس شغل كان بيبقى في حالات تانية محتاج sometimes زول عشان زول ده ما في تبصير محل كده جيني فاني إذا ما بقول زول تاني لأن إذا بقول السنة ده في زول تاني علينا ده كي أصل شديد تبي يجي في الجاب sometimes بيشيل الزمن ذاته like مثلا زول ده يكارو أنا قال كده يجي أخذ البرنامج ودي تياكل في زول ده عشان إذا بقول أما ده يقول في زول ده ما في زول تاني في محل ده بتعمل حاجة دي في زول ده إذا بيصير زمن الناس جيروا وناس يستنا كده كده ما بعد عشان أما ده كده زول ده بيجي يستنا زول ده إذا ما بعد نمشي كده نمشي عشان بيعمل أما تعرفه so عشان كده أنا كمان زي leaders sometimes كده
being dependent.
Yes, we have to be. Kita nak butuh trust karena lepas tadi kaman dari filan de bakir, mana bakir boom, jadi tadi sudah. Zee zolta ni kirim gal, feeling as it mention di mana kita like depending on family. Yes, forward zikir kan kita nak butuh orang semua kini forward dari like yes we have a right, semua dia boleh dengar. Lakin di umur muayyan. Alana kama depend mushino the family fi umur tani alo mo bida der minita umur der minita دي بيجي في مرحلة الغالي لازم كان تجي يقوم بتجي رابع كده تقول له أحلام كده تجي قالي أنا كان بكرة أنا بقى كان وصل في عمر كده لازم كده أنا أقول كده أنا بعمل أنا بدي سبورت بنفسي like مين تجي رابع في ناس اللي رابع يعني وما بيكون دي حاجة في المخ لأنه أحد توفر له أي حاجة أسرة توفر له أي حاجة وما بيكون عنده أي حاجة في باله أنا بقول لك كان أسرتك توفر لك still you need to have your own dreams like كلمة قالي بكرة ولا بعد بكرة كان بيجي أنا براو أنا بعمل كوكيف أنا كده كل حاجة في مايند هاي بكرة أنا دايرة ما بيزول كان زول المين أحلام مين فيجن لقدام دي زول اللي بعمل حاجات سامبل يعني depend the family you don't depend on زول تاني لكن you need to stand on your own like أعمل حاجات تاكي try يوم تاني سنة كان family يا مسؤولين كن أسنت بأدي من نفسك تاكي to be independent يوم تاني كن نقولي أنا ده it's not like every day can family دايما سولان you need to make something like I'll be accurate side that can family تاكي مارس في ناس اللي كده سولهم $50 تشحر واحد ولذلك في تاني ما بوصلوا $50 كان إذا ما كان تزول قاعد يوقف بنفسه تاكي $50 ده بيجيني لأن تبي كله $50 ده كده عمل حاجة تانية اللي بيجيبوا لك داخل ده بيصير أنت ما بتدخل في الجيران ما بيصير تدخل في كده لأن تبى كده أمسك $50 تبى كده أمسك إذا بتدخل حاجة تانية سنة سكر اللازم كده سيبوا $50 ده كده أصلا أنت ما بتجي نعمل إزاي ده ده جبال أهل المسؤولية ده أنت بيبقى أهل مين بيجانا لسه في المدرسة مين بيجانا لسه like مين أنا كيرابا ما ده كده قالي أحد داي بعمل أنا أحد داي قماش أنا داير بابا شنو أنا داير بابا ياتو أنا داير بابا يوم تنا أعمل حاجة تانية على السايد كده اليوم بس بيجي إنه إنت بيسي فين جا بيجي تعمل شنو أنا بوم بيزنس أنا أعمل حاجة سكر كده يجيبوا لنا حاجة ما قال كمان كده ترى أعمل الجيران عشان بيجيبوا حاجة لكن كوي حاجة تانية ده تجيب بدل من المسؤولية so مو كويس سلنا بودي بالفلوس كنا بالأسبوع كنا شباب ولا كنا سالمسؤولين كنا ليه ما في كان ده بكنيسة كان ده بالسكسية إذا كاس ولا فريندك ولا بالفاميلي كان ناس كله ما في إذا بقى بودي بنفسك إذا بعمل حاجة بنفسك أكسايد
أنا قالوا إنه سلنا ما بكون independent دائما أسر كمان يكشف أنا ما بكون independent أسر كتير أمه وأبوه يكشف بيجينا ما بكون independent إذا بكون قادر أعمل حاجة بسيطة ده بيكلم ما قادر أعمل شيء كان كلم ماما فما قادر أعمل بيزنس قادر أعمل بيزنس ده شنو في شنو لأنه ما وفر لنا في شنو لأنه ما قام لنا أسيب نفسه قادر أعمل حاجة يعني أسر تنا يا بيسيب أنا ما بكون independent أنا كجيل اللي بيكون كلنا رجالي كان جينا عنده حاجة قادر أعمل أسمع لجينا ودير سجانا كده تريق قالوا بكون independent أسر كتير ما قدر يسيا كمان عشان ما بكون independent بس غير أبغى جينا وديله أكل شربوا احترم كلام بس ده هو حاجات أبو سر عمله احترم دول كبير من ده عملوا شغل تبيك عملوا لكن عشان نقول ده قال بي independent ما في ياو كتير especially في ساوث السودان تبي لقانا ما بكون مسؤولين كان أولاد ما بكون مسؤول كان بنات ما بكون مسؤولين هللويا لأن أسر كنا يا مالي من مسؤولية مالي من عشان نكون independent أنا جيل اللي بيقول كلامنا للنفوس تاني ولا بالك إياه كنا كيف هم بكون independent أنا كان من الناس ما independent هللويا أنا من واحد من الناس كان ما independent أنا جيت independent أنا دري حاجة أنا بدي تلفون أنا اتجاه كتير أنا بعصر أنا بدي تلفون كان ما بيقولوا مين أنا بدي ولا أنكل مين أنا بدي ولا أنكل ده وأنا أعرف 100% أنا كان بدي تلفون أنا بدي يعني نهاية عشان أنا بكون independent زي ما في مين سيتنجي على عقد شعر جيبي ولا نتيجة وكمان أنا بقول رواية لزولا كان دي حبيب ولا شنو هي اسمها أنا ما فاضي بالكوشة أنا أعرف ناس بيتنا يجوا يعني كاس ما بوي وفي حاجة تزول تاني أنا ما independent يوم تاني السنة اللي فاتت أنا جاني براو في جوا تيجي سبني تاي حاجة أنا جاني براو في جوا أم تاي اللي قدروا أيام قدروا إنتوا داخل الطاقة خلاص بقى في السرير بس حاجة جاء أنا في راسي لما نزلت قلت كلهم تاي كنا يعني عشان كده مش تاي خطأ كان مسؤولية أول ما هي مشكلة من بقدر اسيبه انا عيال انا بجيب من عيال كنت بقول من عيال لكن فتش الفلوس اني انا ما بعرف الفلوس جاي بس وكان خلاص ما قاعد انا خلاص كده بس خلاص انا جيني براو كده انا قاعد اسكت جال انا خلاص يا سكت ما نفوت how will I be and where will I be كان مامي ما في هسي كان انكل ما في انا بكون وين ناس انا فريندي لو لسه انا شديد كانوا ما في انا بكون وين انا ما اقدر اكون independent وانا هو واحد فريند ايوه دايما كده بيتكلم معايا فيولا you need to be independent يلا after graduation فيولا you need to be independent انا قاعد ما سلام كلا سمعت تساوي اصلا انا بكون independent في اوغندا اللي فيها سماها لكن زمان انا جيني انا رجع لنفسي انا قال كان الناس ما في منو البسايد انا فانا بقى think of something I said I want to make surprise of them فانا بقى business وكده انا بقى business والله سلام بس الكناجي واحد انا بقى سلام انا ما يعني انا جيني ما كنت عايز بيتو بيجا بس بقى سلام ما شفت كنت له يلا بقى وجي بروش كانوا بودي لنا يعني انا بوافق لنا كل سنه يسوي بتاع بروش ما لازم بروش ملابس امشي اشتري ملابس لكن من وين انا بقى بروش ايوه بقى كنت ملابس في استكا هو جيب بروش بس بروش بودي لنا سكول فيس وبروش سموسات بودي نص انا ما كومبلين وده كان اللي هو ده اللي بنيه انا وبنيه اللي خلاص فاهم that means being independent is very very good وبيساعد لك في المستقبل ده لما زمان افكر انا قال انا لما انا ودي فيجن بتاعنا قال كان خلاص منين سنه اللي انا ودي انا حدد سنه فاتت سنه انا قال انا حدد انا بروح منين انا بقول لي اثنين زفاف واثنين زفاف ده انا بقول اشتغل مو بزنس and my mom was very happy اوكي ما انا خلاص طب جيبوا زفافات انت تعمل اثنين انا قلت لك اعمل دي اهو عشان انت كيف تكون independent دي لو اسر تانية كده كل اسر اللي بيسابورت في اسر كتير ما بيسابورت عيالهم في عيال كتير دي لو تكون independent بطريقه ودي له قروش تاخدوا له بعمل صندوق او كان جاي في البيت وقال انا اعمل قروش بصندوق بيقول انت اعمل صندوق لانه دي تاع انا ما كده قال صندوق احسن بيجانا سبب لو مو صندوق دي شنو هو عملوا كام وهو دي كان في صندوق كان ده بيجانا عنده فيجن كويس اللي بيساعد لبكره وبيساعد بيجانا لبكره encourage جانا لك لا ما يجي يزيد له قروش انت ده كلكم شبعان كلكم كويس يزيد له قروش جانا ده كده بكون independent مساعدين وزاد بيجاكم مرتب بيجانا من لفرنسو هو كان قال لنا نجاح تايجا من ابوتا لا ابوتا كان هو جمال عشان نكون independent لكن انا قاعد بسنا قال ما تعمل انا ما اوقف انت يا حاجه سو انا ده لو قال كسر انا يعني سيب انا ما بكون independent من دايما تركي لنا dependent ما بالك انا اكون independent they will think that man يشتغل له ممكن يعني يسيب انا بكون independent لكن حاسه ان عليه بايدي وانا لا انا كده غير الكلام ده بقى
The Lord is good all the time. So my name is Nancy, and as you can see, I'm still a student, and I'm still depending on my parents. So my idea is like, they ask, is it okay to be depending on someone or to be independent? According to me, it's okay to be independent. Because once you become an independent person, believe me, you have your own voice, whether at your home or in your country, in the whole world. No one will ask you. You're free to do whatever you want. All of them will respect you, move on the road. No one will even dare to say anything to you. No one will like take their voice higher than yours. Because they're independent, you know what is right and what is wrong for you. And to be independent is not just to be like, tomorrow I'm deciding to be independent. It's just not simple decision to make like that. The first step is to know what you want, what you seriously want in life, and to act on it. You can't just wake up tomorrow and be like, I want to be a Vignorella, and you wake up when you're a Vignorella. It's not like that. You have to put an act on it. You have to work with it. You have to be like, believe in yourself. You can't make something if you don't believe in yourself. If you cannot live with yourself, how can other people live with you? It is not possible. You have to have time with yourself, understand yourself, be like, what is holding me back? How is it hard for me to be and to do this? Is it hard for me? It's not hard. You have to have time with yourself. Build your own confidence. Don't wait for other people to come and tell you, you will not be. Don't stop telling us, no way. Build your own self. You'll be like, I will do it. No matter what, no matter whatever comes in life, I will always have my own dreams and I will follow it no matter what. And please have your own system in life. And that's all in my opinion I have about being independent.
You see, but sometimes we judge the book from the cover. I was judging the book from the cover, but I'm seeing something else here. You can speak. Wow.
That's good.
Thank you for the idea. So we are going to end our argument here. I think we have learned something. Then it's not fine. We just come on Thursday, we go back the way we came. Let us learn something spiritually, also learn something physically, mentally. Because we are all students here, we have to go back home as an example. So for today, it was about, is it okay to be depending on someone or to be independent? So all of us, we know that is the best way in life to be independent. Don't be depending on someone. That's what I can say. So next Thursday, we're going to have a video. We're going to watch a video about, the title is very strong. I wanted to bring that video today, but I said let's keep it for next Thursday. The person is going to talk about, is it fine to quit the church? Is it fine to leave the church? That's the question. Is it okay? Or is it the right time to leave the church? God can salat in that, I mean, people leaving the church. No, not that one. Leaving the church yeah. This is the topic we're going to talk about next Thursday. It's not what we're going to talk about, but we're going to listen a teaching from someone. It's going to be on video. So you come next Thursday to learn. We're not coming to waste time here, but we're coming to learn.
Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for giving your ideas. Just like that, I was down there. I was listening to your comments and suggestions on these topics. They are very good for us as youth of the church to learn. And before I conclude the prayer, allow me to add my comment. Then it's okay. Yeah, concerning being independent in life, there are a lot of sectors. The question is, where do you want to be independent? And the time of independence. Because that's the general question. Is it okay to be independent, to be depending on someone? If it is it's not okay. How long will I depend? It matters. And on what purpose? Maybe I may be depending on my teacher, teaching me through something for 6 months, a course. After 6 months, I don't depend on him because I've gained what I wanted in the first place. So ask yourself, you're depending on that person. For how long are you depending on that person? Do you have a vision of being independent? Do you have a vision of being independent and blessed? When they take us to school, that's the do just my brother Paul says, they need to take us to school. We're young, where can we get the money? We even don't know what the school is until they take us there. But when they take us to school, then the school teaches us, it opens our eyes. What is independence? We all go to school. My sister Vera said that our families are the ones that are not allowing us to be independent. But allow me to disagree with her in this point a bit. When you go to school, they open your eyes. Not everything is supposed to be taught at home. We go to school, we are all the students. What made you to choose what you're learning even if it's not independence? Because you chose what you're learning because you're independent to take that direction. Family takes you to school so that the school opens your eyes. There's no family that will take their child to school with a vision that this child is going to come back from school and depend on us still. A vision of the parent is they take you to school. One day, one time, you'll be independent. We're no longer going to fix you anymore. We're no longer going to decide for you anymore. Some of you right now, they still decide for them. And that's being dependent also on parent for decision. Some of you came to Kampala because of their choice. Maybe they chose to come here. And some of you came by their own choice, which is also independence. So you need to know how long are you going to depend on that person. Concerning our parents, until our graduation time, some will still depend even after graduation time. Those who have no vision of having self-employment. Because if you are yearning for salary, my brother Paul said you're going to be a slave. You need to be your own boss. As for me, I'm not yearning for salary. Once I finish my course, I'm not going to go and look for jobs. There are those who are looking for jobs for 10 years, I'm not going. There are those who have graduated before me. They are now 10 years at home, but no job. Will I go and join the line? No. I will go and make something that will benefit me and benefit the rest at home and employ. That's the vision. So as you're getting out from here, being independent is supposed to be the first reason that you have in your mind, the first place. If your parents don't teach you how to be independent, if they love you so much that they're not going to make you suffer, it's okay. That's their love. You cannot stop it. That's not natural love. You cannot tell your mama, don't love me. She will love you still. She will not love to see you suffer. But one day, one time, you have to surprise mom. You like, Mama, I'm grown now, and I'm mature. I can decide, and I can do one, two, three. How long are you going to depend on this parent? Or that person that is teaching you? And for example, if it is a spiritual side, everyone of us is still growing. The spiritual growth has no end. Even Bishop, even our pastor, the highest symbol, is still growing in the spirit. We are growing every day. There's no last class that have graduated in the spirit. Have you ever seen a church that they have closed their church and they have said, now we have finished reading the Bible and taught all the topics, now let's close the church? It's not there. People are growing every day. They will not close that church. So my statement, the main one is that, whom are you depending on and for how long? Those are the two questions you need to answer. If it's a forever thing, you're going to depend forever. If it's a period of time, it's okay. All of us, we are going through that thing. Even me, I'm being sponsored by someone. But for a period of time, one time, I have to be independent on my own. That's all. Thank you. So let's pray. Thank you, my sister, Viola, for the word. God bless you, and if you like to share the knowledge of God and also spiritual growth. Abuya visi Baba na Swami, tunashukuru katika baraka kisima kanisa katika mashitwa ya ibada au yom yom ya Rabbi Swami msikitini sharaka na shababu. Abuya stamir ashukuru roha fina ya Rabbi Swami alimna atina istinara ya Rabbi Swami عشان ما احنا نقدر مكاننا بتاعنا فيك انت يا سؤال لان انت قلت يا رب يسوع تمد عشان تكون فخير انه احنا نكون شنو يعني يا رب يسوع المسيح افتح اصحاب بتاعنا حتى يا رب نقدر نكتشف قدرات نقدر نكتشف يا رب مواهب المخصوصه الجوان انه في ناس جوان لسه لحد يوم الليله ما عارفين اسباب هم قاعدين في الحياه الشريفين يا رب يسوع المسيح الديم النعم الديم الاستناره الروحيه عشان هم يقدر يعرفوا هدف بتاعنا انه الجنب بدون الشيء لانه الزول بيعرف هدف بتاعه بيقدر بيعرف انه عايش في العالم ده وكيف يسوع المسيح شبابك يا رب استمر نميهم استمر يا رب يسوع المسيح اشتغل فيه الكتاب يقول الذي بدا فيكم عملا صالحا سيكمله انتم مجيء المسيح ابونا نشكرك قد بارك يا رب استمر جيبنا في مكاننا بنفس القوه بنفس الشجاعه بنفس الروح يا رب يسوع المسيح زي ما احنا هنرجع بيت بتاعنا ابونا ماشيين في الشوارع يا رب احرسه يا رب يسوع المسيح امسح طرق بتاعنا يا رب يسوع المسيح بدمك يا رب من اي خطر الحوادث من اي خطر يا رب يسوع المسيح بتاعت الحرامي من اي خطر من الطرق ثانيه ابو يسوع المسيح قال الدم بتاعك الطرق بتاعنا الماشيين ضربات الماشيين بفولات الماشيين في بتاعنا هذا كله باسم ربنا ومخلصنا يسوع المسيح امين